That's right, it is January 2019 and this is the first estate sale, so I am itching to get back into it, do some treasure hunting and show you what I could find. There's one today and one tomorrow. This is in a good area where I usually find some stuff. The house is supposed to be packed. The line is going down the street. I'll show it to you in just a second. It's cold outside, so it's a little bit of a walk to where we have to go, but that's some of the things you have to do sometimes to get to these sales. I'm about 10 minutes late because I had to drop my daughter off at a practice on a Saturday, and I also have about 2 hours that I could focus here because I have to be back to bring my son to a basketball practice at 11:30. So right now it's like 9:15. So I've got about an hour and 45 minutes-ish. So we've got to head over there and see what we can find. All right, now if you're new to my haul videos and me going to estate sales, make sure you bring boxes with you because you don't want to be walking around the house with a whole bunch of items you're trying to fumble around in your hands. It's just not going to work out. This is an 8-track that I use to test out if I find 8-track players. So I have a bag of tools here. You remember this if you're watching my haul videos last year. Dusted it off yesterday. In fact, there's still a little dust on it. But you'll see me using these throughout the year, and I'm excited to head over there and see what we can find. Okay, so this is the beginning of the line to head over to the estate sale. This next block coming up is also filled with cars. You could see cars over there also just lined up. Do not get discouraged by this. A lot of people get discouraged. You can see cars down there. This is all for one sale down here. So I'm going to talk to you about a few things on the way over there. Don't get discouraged by this because you might think, oh no, I can't find anything. There's all these people, there's all this competition. Not true. A lot of people are just looking for one specific thing, and a lot of people are very impatient, and they're in and out of there in 2 seconds. The other thing is you do not have to worry about getting there first all the time. Sometimes you want to do that, but this house is packed. There's going to be plenty of stuff to find. I even come to some of them at the very end and find stuff, so don't worry about that. All right, here we go. I think the entrance is on the other side. Just absolutely packed in here, so you got to find a little area to work in and just focus on that and then move to the next area. But wow, it is just packed. Love it. Love the competition. So just check the comps on this one. It's $24.90, so $25 for this just sold. There's not another one out there, so definitely going to pick this one up for $3, and I'll wind up getting a deal at the end anyway when I purchase everything. So this is a good pickup to start things off for 2019. So angels are items you should look out for. You could do really well with them. This piece is handmade. You can see it says that on the bottom here. It's handmade in Sri Lanka. And when you turn it, it moves like this. And that's pretty unique. I've not seen something like that before. So that means it's a good item to pick up, especially for $4. So we're going to grab this one. So always look through boxes like this. You never know what you're going to find in here. And these little Super Mario characters from 1989 are good to pick up. You may not sell them individually, but you could sell them as lots, especially if you pair them with other Mario-like characters. So just go through them and just know your characters. They're pop culture characters, so they could really be helpful knowledge. This is a cool piece. I could definitely see somebody who likes Marvel Comics wanting to pick something like this up. So definitely just going to grab this. I love it. These glass-colored bottles comp very well, so I'm definitely going to pick these up, especially when you find blue glass and it's shaped like an instrument like this. I mean, one of these is recently sold for $45, so you get 3 of these together. I mean, you could lot them, you could piece them out. It's great. A musician would want them, glass collector would want them. They appeal to a lot of people, bottle collectors, that sort of thing. For $1 a piece, this one too, definitely going to pick them up. Now, this type of stuff should really pretty much pass on all day. Modern baseball cards, sports cards, not worth much at all. So yeah, you could just tell from the back You could just look them up, 1992. You could just find the years right there. So that's what these all are. Pass. This is where experience comes in. I have picked these up before, these Odell's Carpenter Builder's Guides, and in fact, not only do they sell well, but they sell especially well if you have a set. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. There may even be others, but I'm definitely gonna grab these. Just so you see what they look like inside, there's really cool diagrams in here, vintage diagrams. People love this type of stuff. So even if it's not this exact title, pick stuff up that looks like this, you do really well flipping them. So don't pass up these kids books. They could be really profitable. For example, this one right here, which I'll probably get for just $1. This one recently sold for $18. So, you know, you're looking for these vintage kind of drawings, vintage looking covers, and you could see inside there's the date 1964. So a lot of these artsy, craftsy garden books and stuff, they just don't resell well. So generally I advise skipping them unless you know something specific that's sought after, but generally I skip them. So there was no basement, there's no upper level or anything here. Everything was just on that first level. There is a garage over here to pick through, so I'm gonna pick through there as well. And if there's anything good in there, I'll turn it on. Just in case you were wondering what it looks like in here, that's the door I walked through right over there. We'll just peek around. Not sure if there's going to be anything good here, but if so, I'll let you know. All right, so there was nothing good in that shed. I got back to Primetime Treasure headquarters, and I'm going to take this stuff out, do a little overview with you a little bit later. But before I do, I've got Daisy. Hey, Daisy. Daisy, need to go out? She has her little winter coat on. She needs to go outside. She's going to get mad at me if I don't take her. So I need to take her out, and then we will come back, and I will show you the stuff that I found. Let's go, Daisy. Come on. Come on. Here we go? Let's go. All right, everyone. So I'm going to do a little overview of these items here. You may hear Daisy chomping away over there and you know, drinking. She's a little hungry right now. And there you go. She does not sweat. She sparkles. That's what that says. It's pretty funny. Right, Daisy? Hey, Daisy. All right. I'm going to go do this overview here. All right. So one of the reasons I said to take multiple boxes with you is, as you heard me say earlier, is to carry stuff around with you at the estate sale so that everything is nice and compact. If you wind up finding a bunch of stuff and you don't have a box, it's going to be really tough to maneuver it around. You want to keep your box near you, by the way, because trust me, if you are not looking, people are going to start going through it and they are going to take stuff out of it and even take the whole box. So you've got to be careful. Also, I suggest having boxes that can go inside one another like this. So it's easy to carry around multiple boxes at one shot. And then if this one fills up, you could then take it out and start putting stuff in here. So it's just a way to increase capacity. And then you can just start carrying around like this, you know, when you have this one filled up. And, you know, depending on how big the sale is going to be, you take more boxes with you. So in terms of the items, I'm pretty happy overall. You know, it's not a massive haul. I didn't expect it to be one, and I didn't necessarily want it to be one. It's the first one of 2019, and I was just excited to get back into it and, you know, just go get a few things because I really do have a lot of other stuff that need to get listed. And tomorrow I am anticipating a bigger haul at a 5,000 square foot estate sale. So we're going to hit that up tomorrow. And so, you know, this was just a nice, you know, one-level house, and there were a few things to pick up. This was the first thing you saw. This one comps at $25. I'll tell you the total I paid for everything in a moment. These books, I showed them to you earlier. They're a great find. Just sitting there on the shelf. Everyone missed them. Numbers 1 through 4 here. These comp out at around $50 for the 4. So that's good. This one here, this Lucille book, could go for as high as 18. That's pretty much the max on it. Might go lower than that. Or I have a lot of these old kids books, so I could pair it together with another one if I want to. This one, I'm not sure what's going to happen with it. I really like it. It's a unique piece, so I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on it to, come up with a value for it. But really, really cool the way it turns like this. By the way, if anyone ever sees something in my videos that they want, let me know. Send me a direct message, and I'll either get it listed sooner rather than later. And, we could make some kind of deal on it if you're interested. These are probably the best find of the day. These violin glass bottles. Now, blue is a great color in glass. If you see blue glass bottles and they're in good shape, not damaged, not chipped or anything like this, always check the rim to look for chips, or cracks or anything like that. But there's nothing like that. They are very, very popular and generally sell well, especially if they're shaped like this. Really nice. The max on this will be around $45 just for the one. This one here sells very well, like around, you could get as much as $50 for this one. This one here, this could be even a $40 one. Or if you want to, you could decide to put them together and piece them together. What I usually do in a situation like this, if it's, a higher value item like this, if it's a potentially $40, $50 piece, I'll generally try to sell them individually. And let's say, at the end of 30 days, only this one sells, and then I have these two left. Then I might decide to pair them both together, and that'll pretty much guarantee that I'll make the sale on it. So there's that. This one here, another unique piece. It doesn't comp out, there's nothing like it. Looks almost like a trivet, although trivet technically has 3 feet. But it is something that you would put, put hot food on. So, kind of like that. So, but I like that it has the name Marvel on it, because this I'm going to try to make it appeal to Marvel comic book fans. And even though it's designed to be like a trivet, to put hot food on, so the table underneath doesn't get burned, this would also function as a nice display piece. So you have to also think of it like that. What else could you do with it? And you could definitely see someone putting this up on a shelf in the man cave, even hanging it up on a wall or something like that. So that's another option. And as I talked about, try to know your pop culture characters. This is Raccoon Mario from an earlier Super Mario game. You can see the raccoon tail. Max you're going to get on something like this is $10 in for each one. But I'll probably put them both together, just try to sell them as a unit, because, unlike these, this is not, a super expensive item. But for just grabbing it out and, and throwing it in the box, no big deal. Now, in terms of the total price that I got for everything, here it is right here. $10 right there. $10 MS miscellaneous. It's kind of faint there to see, but that's a 10. That's not a 16. So it's $10. And I'm going to turn the camera around just a second. I'll wrap this up with you. I'll tell you about how I got this all for $10. All right, so the reason why you saw me in that shed area was not only to look at some of the items, but was also to go to that specific checkout person. We get along really well. She always cracks up every time I come up to her and sees all the stuff that I picked out, and we just joke around and stuff. She's a great lady. And so when I go up to her with the box at this point, she doesn't even want me to pull the stuff out. She just wants to take a quick peek in it. She gets a general sense of what's in there, and she says, don't take it out, Dom. Just how about $10 for everything? And I say, $10 for everything sounds fine with me. And if you were to individually price all those things out, it's going to come out to more than $10. So I'm definitely going to make out on this deal, and this is how I keep doing it. And even though it's a relatively small lot, I'm still going to wind up doing pretty well. I'm actually going to try and get all those items, or most of those items, listed today. And, we'll see what happens with it. So check my solds if you're interested in seeing what happens. I was telling you upper end prices for the thing. So, we'll see what the competition is. I haven't done a ton of research into what current people are selling some of the items for, but for example, that sign with the mountains on it, there's no one that currently has one up. So, I should be able to ask $25, $30 for it, and hopefully get something close to it. So we'll see. As you can see, last thing, I'm kind of changing things up a little bit with how I'm doing the haul video, and then I'm doing a little overview with you afterwards, so I could talk to you a little bit more about the pieces. Now, I didn't do that really much last year. If that's something you want me to continue doing with the haul videos, let me know, and I'll try to add that feature as much as I possibly can this year. Sometimes that might be tough if it's like a massive epic haul, and if you're new to watching me, go to my playlist section, because you are going to see some haul videos that were absolutely epic. There will be plenty of them this year, I'm sure. So there'll be lots more estate sales and more garage sales and flea market trips and things like that. So things are just starting to get started. I'm excited. I love going out there for the hunt. It's just, I have so much fun with it. That's one of the reasons I call myself the primetime treasure hunter, is I absolutely love doing this. I love metal detecting. I love going out and searching for treasures. And I love the competition aspect and finding things that other people missed. It's just a great rush when you make that, make a find like that. So if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribe, and let other people know about this channel if you think you're getting something out of it and you're learning something out of it. You will definitely pick up a lot of knowledge about things to look for and comps if you're following this channel. I promise you that. And also come over to my Facebook group, the Facebook Reselling Resource Center. I put up a free be on the lookout item of the day for you, so you could gain a lot of knowledge that way. This way you come across these items at sales when you're outsourcing. You don't even have to look them up. You pick them up, you put them in your your bag or your box, and you just move right along. Also, come over to my Instagram account at prime_time_treasure. I'm doing a lot of little clips and videos and tips, and be on the lookout videos and tips as well. So if you like this sort of stuff, I've got different things going on at these different channels. So come on by, and I'd love to talk to you, interact with you. If you have any comments, questions, anything like that, make sure you put them down below. With that, I've got to take care of the audio issues on my phone, so I'm sorry if it came a little spotty or a little low. I'm going to go get that fixed as soon as I get this video posted. See you later, everyone.